Welcome to the first live community class of 2024 for the Spring to Life Method Get Synced membership. I am so excited to have you here, whether you are joining live or you're catching the replay. I'm really excited for this to be a space for us to explore movement together, moving through this next year, to grow our practices, to connect deeper with our bodies. So thank you so much for being here. We are going to move through a pretty traditional mat flow today. We're going to keep it pretty classical, but I want to explore some fun, spicy little variations. So we might spend some time playing. Always listen to your body. Always revert back to any other modifications that feel more comfortable if you're feeling a little bit pushed outside your comfort zone. And you can ask questions too, whether you're live and you raise your hand, or if you want to leave a comment, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is. I'm sipping some warm cinnamon tea because my Pilates room is so chilly, but it's not going to stay that way for very long. We are going to get moving here. We're going to start hands and knees here in a quadruped position, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And I want you to start to walk it out from your fingertips to the heels of your palms, stretching those fingers open, stretching the palms of your hands. And once you feel even there, just start to circle around your wrists. So you're pulling your weight back behind your palms, off to the left, forward over your fingertips, and back. Let's do 2 more circles in this first direction. And you're trying to keep your hands really spread out against the mat. Try not to let them flicker up, and then reverse the circle. And as you're circling here, we're trying not to sink into our shoulders. You want to keep some lift and some lightness. So there is pressure down through your palms, but you're not trying to be really heavy in that pressure. We want to protect the joints still. 2 more circles in this direction, and we're getting some shoulder mobility here too. And come center. Just take 1 more time through each hand to walk it out, and then flip one hand over so your palm is facing up towards you, and just gently pull back and away. And send your weight forward. So we're working the flexion in that wrist joint, and it probably feels pretty tight. This is a good place to stretch. We are constantly, using your hands. Go ahead and switch sides. Flip the other wrist. Typing on computers, driving our cars, holding our phones, groceries, cleaning, taking care of kids. You're using your hands. You might be used to holding them in kind of awkward positions. So this is good to stretch them out, especially if you have any carpal tunnel syndrome symptoms. Now come back center here, flip both palms. Take a nice deep breath in. Let your belly melt towards the floor as you look forward. And then exhale. Lift your belly button towards your spine. Push the mat away, rounding your ribs. So just a little cat-cow here to start to wake up our spine. One more. Inhale, looking forward. Keeping those shoulders gliding down the back so you're not shrugging into them. They're staying connected. Scoop it in. Inhale back to your neutral spine, and just let your hips now sway side to side. Start to open up that side body just a little bit. And coming back center, we're going to put those 2 together into a rib circle. So you're going to bring left shoulder towards left hip, round into your cat, stretch right shoulder to right hip, and melt through the middle. And you let your head just move with your spine. And don't get too caught up in the technicalities of this kind of rib and hip roll. Just move your body and then reverse the direction. Round, Filling that space in the back of your lungs. That's where most of our lung capacity is, but most of us do not breathe into our back lungs on a regular basis. So stretch those ribs open, oxygenate the back of your lungs, and come center. Now from here, just wrap your left arm around your waist. Stay square, and then reach the right leg out behind you. Lengthen through that hip flexor. Keep your belly lifted up and in. Lift your heel up in line with your hip. Tap it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, switch sides. Right arm wraps, left leg lengthens. You're nice and square. Hip is long. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Here for 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Toes together. Knees wide. Slide the hands forward. Bring your forehead to the mat and just stretch through your shoulders and your upper back here. Again, breathing into those back ribs. One more deep breath here. As you exhale, let your hips melt all the way back towards your heels. Coming fully into your child's pose, your rest pose here. And then again, exhale. Drag it all the way in. Roll those shoulders out a few times, and we're gonna flip it over. Roll it down. Hug those knees into your chest here. Give them a good squeeze, maybe a little rock side to side. Hopefully feeling a little more spacious in your back already. You're gonna bring one hand to either thigh, so behind the legs here. And then with your exhale, rock your ribs into a curl and push those legs forward into your hands. You're activating your hamstrings, you're activating your biceps here, holding those legs, and try to make your tailbone a little heavier. If you feel like you're clenching your booty up off the mat, drop it down. Send those legs straight up to the ceiling. Now lengthen the arms long by your sides, chin up off your chest, pump your 100. In for 5. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, in. Now as you exhale, lower one leg down on the diagonal. Keep it hugged in along your midline. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, opposite leg. Reach it long on the diagonal. Inhale, bring it up. Taking all 5 counts to lengthen it down. All 5 counts to pull it up. Let's do one more scissor switch on either side. And opposite leg. Bring it all the way up. One last exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug the knees and rest your head back. Now from here, lengthen your arms and legs out. Take a big afternoon stretch. Maybe circle your wrists and ankles here, both directions. And then see if you can just elongate one side. So I'm reaching my left foot away from me, lengthening that side of the waist. So you're kind of just letting your hips shift up and down here while also reaching up through your fingertips. So the full body stretch. Maybe feeling a little more space in the front of your hip flexors here. I'm letting my back arch a lot, so it's giving me a little stretch there. Now just come center. Exhale, soften those ribs down into the mat. Exhale, reach your fingertips to the ceiling. Press your palms against an imaginary wall. Exhale, roll all the way up. Curl chin to chest. Grab onto those legs if you need to. Roll up and over the legs. Inhale, reach. Curl it down. Now grab the legs. Squeeze inner thighs again here if you need the support. Inhale, lengthen back. 4 more nice, juicy roll-ups here. If you need that extra support of holding onto your legs here, you're more than welcome to. If you feel confident to go no hands, go ahead and do so. Squeeze those inner thighs either way, whether you're holding the legs or not. Inner thighs are working. Last one here. And roll it down to the mat. Now let those arms reach all the way back and overhead. Bend your knees and plant your feet. Let's go Pilates feet here. So our heels are connected. Heavy back of the palms here. You'll notice that this probably pops your ribs away from the mat a little bit. On your exhale, as you start to engage your glutes and melt your low back, you're finding your imprint as you rock your pelvis towards you. Can you also drop your ribs down? And then keep the ribs drop down. As your hips find the top of your bridge, keep pushing the tops of your palms into the floor. And then melt through those ribs, through the mid back, the low back. Let your pelvis go. Again, roll through that imprint. Low back finds the floor. Press your ribs down to pick them up. Inhale at the top. Can you squeeze your heels and your glutes a little bit more? And then melt it back down, trying to stay nice and centered. Now, as you're finding this bridge here, hopefully what's happening as we rock through that imprint and articulate through the spine, once you return to your starting position, you're hopefully feeling a little less flared and splayed in your ribs. Hopefully the shoulders are opening up and those ribs are dropping down. Let's do two more here. So paying attention to how your rib cage makes contact with the mat, how it maintains contact with the mat as your tailbone releases. Last one here. Roll it up. Heels lift. Heels lower. Heels lift. Lower one more time. Lift. Keep them lifted as you melt it down. Roll through that imprint. Release the heels. Hug those knees in nice and tight again. Little rock side to side. Now again, bring the hands back behind the thighs. With your exhale, come up into your C curl. Now from here, stretch those legs all the way up. Flex and point. Little tendon stretch here. Reach through the heels, through the toes. And can you make the hamstrings heavy in your palms and your tailbone heavy against the mat? Last two. Now keep the flex. Walk both hands up as high as you can reach on your right leg. Lower the opposite leg down. Scissor and change. Scissor and change. Single straight leg stretch here for 3. 2, chin up off your chest. Last 1. Each side, come back to that right leg up. Relax the feet. Bring your hands behind your head. Draw a tiny little circle on the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, reverse it. 3, take it open. 2, 1, bring it center. Reach up high on that leg. Give it a pull, 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 pull. Knee to nose. Knee to nose. Relax the feet. 3, 2, 1. 1. Now stretch that leg up to the ceiling. Hands behind the head again. Hold the curl. Circle. 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Relax the head. Reach your arms and legs long. Now from here, with your exhale, come up to rolling like a ball. Curl forward, grab the front of your shins. Wide elbows, shoulders drop down, curl your tailbone under, roll back. Roll up. So really scooping your pelvis under, rolling to your shoulder blades, back up to just behind your sitting bones for 3, 2, 1. Come up and balance. Walk your left hand over to your right knee. Reach the left leg out. Now scoop your belly back, roll to your C curl. Drop your shoulders down. Single leg stretch and change. Change. For 3, 2, 1. 1, bring both knees in, squeeze those heels together as your booty down. Inhale, reach, open, exhale, pull. Now from here, let's make it a little harder. Reach long, open the arms, curl it up to a ball. Now from here, release the legs, lengthen it back out, open the arms, curl back up to your ball. 1 more, reach it long, arms open, scoop it in, go for your roll back, and up, back, and up. 1 more like that. Now, stay balanced at the top here. Grab your ankles, stretch to your open leg rocker position. If you need to bring your hands a little lower to the thighs, that's fine. Wherever you feel resistance, where you can push your legs forward, pull your belly back, drop your shoulders down, tailbone under, roll back, roll up. Use those legs, use your glutes. Roll back, roll up. 1 more, roll back, roll up. Squeeze those legs together. Squeeze them together. Now from here, walk it down. Toes stick to the ceiling. Legs set to a 90. Hands palm over palm behind your head. Double straight leg stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. Reach. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees in, rest your head back. Nice deep breath here. When you're ready, send those legs back up to the ceiling and just let your head rest back here in your hands. You're in just a tiny bit of flexion. Your ribs are pointing together, but your head is down. We're gonna do leg circles. Start small, legs separate, reach down and together, up through the middle. Open, down, together, and up. And as you're reaching those legs down, we're not popping our ribs away from the mat. Keep the ribs down. Only go as low as you can control. Bring it up. For 2. And 1, reverse. Down through the middle, separate, together and up. 4, maybe a little bigger. 3, ribs pull down to the mat. Head reaches away from the hips. And 1. Now from here, let's add a little spice. So we're going to start with that reverse where we're separating the legs first. Take the hands behind the thighs, legs open, find your curl as they start to press together, and lift up. Roll it down, pull them towards you. Keep your curl here, that's gonna help you with your control. Use the arms against the legs. Try not to pull the shoulders to the ears. Circle up and through. Circle up and through. 1 more time. Just to your seat curl. Legs open, around, together, and up. Reach to your toes. Toes down. Stretch it forward. Get nice and tall here. Take your legs a little wider than your mat. Stack your hands in the center of your spine. Stretch forward. Big breath in. Exhale. Lift tall. So a 3 count exhale to reach forward. And as you're reaching forward, your belly is pulling back, back, back. 1 more here. Lift nice and tall. Reach the arms. Relax your feet. Curl behind your sitting bones. Bring those legs back up. We rock back. We rock up. Squeeze together. Press open. Rock back. Rock up. Squeeze. Press. Back. Up. Squeeze. Flex. Can you reach for your toes? Now keeping your legs together. This is the tricky part. Roll back. Roll up. Try not to turtleneck into your shoulders like I started to. See if you can lift the back. So it's all about keeping pressure through the hamstrings without popping over the pelvis or hyperextending. Let's try 1 more. Roll back. Roll up. Reach to the toes, this time butterfly. Feet together, knees wide, stretch it forward. Roll it up. From here, let's flip it over. And we'll get into some more extension. We've already started some of our hip extension in our warm-up and in our bridging. So we're gonna bring the forehead down on stacked palms. Legs are together. Nice deep breath in. Feel your belly expand against the mat. As you exhale, feel it pull away from the mat and lift your hamstrings towards the ceiling. Inhale, legs lower, belly expands. Exhale, belly lifts, legs lift. 3 more breaths like that. So as you exhale, your tailbone reaches to your heels, the hamstrings light up. Now last one here, keep the legs lifted. We're going to do just tiny little swimming kicks up and down from the hamstrings. 5. Reach to the toes. 4, relax those shoulders. 3, 2, 1, rest the legs. Now keep the legs nice and heavy. Tune into that expansion of your belly again on the inhale. As you exhale, belly button towards the spine, elbows lift off the mat. Maybe you cover your palms. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lengthen away. 3 more times here. Scoop the belly and keep the palms pressing up against your forehead. You keep your knees and toes heavy. Last one. Now light those hamstrings up. Again, swim. Lengthen through your neck. Kick those legs. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Bend both knees. Bring your palms under your shoulders. Find that inhale. And then take the exhale to press it up into your kneeling push-up position. Stack the palms under the shoulders. Squeeze the glutes, lengthen the hips. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. We've got 3, 2, 1. Now from here, let's play a little bit. Walk your hands forward. Lower down towards your forearms. And then just walk those forearms forward just a little bit. Now from here, lengthen those legs back out. Melt into your shoulders. Relax down on the inhale. On your exhale, feel your belly lift. Pull those shoulders down. You press through your palms, put more weight into your knees. Pull the elbows down. Melt through. Find the engagement. Find the scoop. Press. Pull. Melt. Exhale, you lift away. Engage the shoulders. The stabilizers. Push away. Can you scoop your belly in more? So you notice as I'm lifting up here, I'm not just bending more into my back. On the extension, I'm trying to put more weight into my knees, keep my hips long, and open my chest more. So it's not really pinching into the lumbar down here, but it's more about extending the mid and upper thoracic part of the spine. And lower it down, hands back under the forehead. Let your knees rock side to side here, a little windshield wiper. If you were holding any tension in your low back, now is a good time to release it. And then let's flip just onto our side here. Keep that bottom arm down, but and turn the palm to the ceiling. Legs are straight underneath you. Lift them up, bring them just a little forward. I like to have my feet off the front edge of the mat. Now flex the bottom foot, anchor it down, top leg lifts, but then turn it out, turn it in. And you can bring this top hand to your hip, and you'll notice if you're starting to roll back here, you want to keep them nice and stacked. Turn it out, turn it in. Turn it out, turn it in. One more time. Now let's keep the rotation. Sweep it front, reach it back. Sweep it front, reach. back. So again, here we're not rolling and we're trying to open that hip flexor like I'm standing behind you, pulling your ankle back. For 3, 2, 1. That bottom leg presses down into the floor. Now keep the rotation, stack it over the bottom leg, kick to the side, squeeze it down. Lift and squeeze. For 3, 2, 1. Now, from here, let's kick that leg back up to the top. Reach for the ankle if you can. Now, try not to drop it back. Push it forward and see if you can just bring that bottom leg to a hover, like you're gonna squeeze them together and bring it down. Lift, 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 and bring it down. And if you can just only grab onto your hamstring here, that's fine. Careful you don't roll though. Let's do 2 and 1. Bring it down, keep the hips stacked, lower the top leg. Now both legs are parallel, maybe a little internally rotated, drawn together. Lift both legs off the mat, lower down. And you feel your belly button pull into the spine as the legs lift. 3, 2, hold it up there. Can the bottom arm lift? Reach, reach, and lower. Swing those legs around in front of you. Now, sitting up tall, you're gonna scoop back, kind of like you're rolling like a ball. And then take your fingertips or your palms to the floor behind you. Come up on your toes. Let the knees fall. 2, 3. Now from here, extend the legs out, bend them in. So your goal as you do this is to not let that top knee slide back. You want to keep it together. So one foot is going to leave the floor as they go side to side. Now, check in with those elbows. Are you sinking into the shoulders and into the elbows? Keep the chest lifted. See if you can hover the toes. Take it side, 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 knees to shoulders, reach it out. And we go side, 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 knees to shoulders, reach it out, and then just tuck the legs over to that other side. So we start with the ear to the bicep, lift the legs, angle them forward, top leg lifts, find your hip, turn it out, turn it in, out, in. 3, 2, 1. Hold the turn out, sweep it front, reach it back. Pelvis and ribs stay pretty stationary here. It's the leg that's moving. It's that hip mobility that we're going for. Last one. Line it up with the bottom leg. Careful that your hips haven't dropped back. Kick to the side, squeeze it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pick it up there, reach up as high as you can. Careful we're not dropping back. Restack those hips, bring your grip low if you need to. And then see if that bottom leg can lift. Try to meet the top leg. For 4. Find that inner thigh. Feel a push through your top leg. 2, 1. And lower. Bring both legs down together. They're parallel. Right underneath you, they lift. And lower. Working our fish here. 3, 2. They stay up. 1. Reach to that bottom arm. Lift your armpit if you can. And lower it down. Press up. Swing through. We're getting into our biggest challenge yet, and then we're going to stretch. So grab a drink if you need one. And then we'll start here right at the top. So back to your rolling like a ball. Find your rolling. We've been rolling all over the place, right? So this really helps us find the center of our spine and know where we've got sticky spots, where we're feeling a little stuck. So now from here, hold your balance. Reach up to your teaser. Can you keep your legs there and just roll down to the tips of your shoulder blades? Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up. Bend the knees in. Roll back. Roll up. Reach to your teaser. Now if you need to hold on to your legs here to help you ease through it, you can. And then use that bicep curl to lift you up. Bring the legs in, roll back, roll up, back to your teaser. Choose your variation to squeeze those inner thighs. Use the exhale, come back up. Now from here, grab the shins. Roll back, roll up, bring it together. Reach up, legs lower. Legs lift back to your hands. We rock back. We rock up. Legs together, reach up. Legs lower. Lift, back to your hands. Try not to roll back before you grab those legs. Squeeze together, last one. Lower, lift, grab those legs. Go for your roll here, one more. Now bring it back together. Give yourself space. I'm gonna hit my wall, I'm afraid. Now, we're gonna roll back into a rollover. So if you're feeling ready, reach those legs over. Now, from here, can you roll up into your teaser? So as the hips come down, the chin lifts, the chest lifts. Woo, we find our teaser. We bend the knees in. Let's roll back, roll up. Now into our rollover. Roll back and over. Not a lot of force needed there. Now, keep squeezing your legs together. Pelvis reaches down. Curl starts to lift. You lift up. Bend the knees in. Roll back. Roll up. Roll back, roll over. It's more about pushing down through those arms. Now roll your hips away from you. Pick up your chest into your curl. Lift to your teaser. Reach the arms up. Reach them back. Palms to the mat. Little circle right to left. Little circle left to right. One more each side. Right to left. Little circle left to right. Find center. Pick those arms up. Bend the knees. Come to your butterfly. Stretch it out. Ooh. All right. Come to a straddle here. Whatever your big second position looks like. And just flex and point the feet a few times. Sit up tall on those sitting bones and keep the flex. Keep the bottom palm facing up. Opposite arm to your ear. And just start to reach, reach, reach. And notice if that back hip starts to lift, drop it down. You can push down here. And come up. We'll do that 2 more times on this side. And you're reaching, reaching, reaching for those toes. Come up. And reach, reach, reach for the toes. Maybe grab them if you can. Try and drop that opposite hip down. Breathe. And lift up. Switch the arms. Reach over, 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 and up. Reaching over, 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 and up. Reaching over. Grab the toes if you can. Lift it up. Bring it down. Bring those legs together. Give them a good little shake here. Come to a nice seat here in the center. Take a nice deep breath in. Reach up, look up, palms together. Bring them down in front of your heart center. Just take a moment of gratitude, finding your center after experiencing this movement. Thank you so much for playing along. We did a lot of playful things in class today, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a challenge, something to work on. And if you're a member of the community, I'll be here for you next Thursday. If you are watching this and you are not a member of the community and you would like to join, you just have to go to springtolife.co and join the Get Synced membership. I'll see you next week.